extremely hot weather. It has a big impact on people's lives. We're experiencing more heat waves, hotter temperatures more often and longer duration. Heat is one of the top killers in Australia, but even below those acute health impacts, it has an impact on people's work. People can't stay comfortable at home. It's difficult to get outdoors. It has an impact on our infrastructure and systems. So during heat waves, we're more likely to get blackouts and transport systems failing. So it has a big impact on our economy as well. We've developed the Urban Heat Planning Toolkit to help local governments in Western Sydney to improve their planning provisions for urban heat. The toolkit starts with this classic resilience framework. In the planning and design space, we're really focused on helping people adapt to urban heat, both to help people survive extreme heat and heat waves and to thrive in hotter conditions. What you might do for each of those is a little bit different. So if we're focused on helping people survive heat waves, we need to focus on people's homes where they're most likely to need a safe environment where they can survive a heat wave, survive blackout conditions if the power goes out for several days. And then there's the conditions where we're also thinking about how we help people thrive, where people can still get out for outdoor recreation and do their everyday shopping, get to school, get to work in an environment that's livable in hotter conditions. The first two parts of the toolkit, they set up a framework for breaking down the problem of urban heat into different ways of addressing it in different parts of the urban landscape. The toolkit looks at the design measures that work in different situations, from buildings to outdoor spaces. Section 3 hones in on what can be done with the local planning provisions. Part 4 just has further resources to help each of the local councils to work out their own way of doing it and some examples of where it's been done already. When we look at how we're going to address urban heat, it's not really realistic to just add a separate clause to planning provisions. It's so interconnected with other planning issues. So we've looked at how to modify existing planning provisions that cover all those other topics and improve the way they address urban heat as well. We've also had to look at how urban heat might be addressed not only in the local planning provisions, but also at state level or with things like the National Construction Code. This is going to be the first real set of provisions that tries to address urban heat. So we've tried to give people some good advice to get started, but the more examples get out there, the more we can improve on practice. We'll see how things work in reality.